It was unfortunate that we didn't get practice in on Thursday. We had 3 hours of scheduled practice, and that got washed out. Then we had 55 minutes on Friday morning. They can qualify, and so we started on points, and the car that I drove had enough points to start, and we started 34th. But we probably practiced about 20 minutes on Friday morning, and that was the only experience I had. And we tested, but we didn't get any drafting experience. So really the only experience I got in drafting was during the race. But it was fun, a lot of fun. It was so different than any racing I've done in the past, but it was most fun I ever had in a race car.
We were really amazed to see guys going 4, sometimes 5 wide in the middle of that pack, and just looked like disaster waiting to happen.
Well, it is, but you know, the track is so big. If you discount the running to 190 or close to 200 in the draft, and you just keep it real steady. You don't have to make any sudden moves, and some of them unfortunately made some sudden moves and had catastrophic circumstances. But I saw one. He was in my mirror, and I saw the roof number of his car, so I knew that wasn't a good sign. But my spotter says, "A big one behind you." I said, "Yeah, I saw it." But he's the one that did the barrel roll down the straightaway. But the bad thing about it, you know, if the car gets sideways, more than likely you're going to go for a flight. So, but you just can't think about it. It was fun.
That experience of being out there, and that was a long race too. Those were a lot of laps on Talladega. Do you feel like that's getting you better seated for more ARCA races?
Well, you know, people are asking me, well, have you got that out of your system now? I know that's what you wanted to do, and are you one and done? But I have to say I'm ready to go again. And that was, you mentioned the length of the race. That was 2 hours and 11 minutes, so that's the longest I've been in a car. And it was really, really hot that day. It was 90-some degrees in Talladega. So, and the car is 140 something, but it was hot, but it was fun.
Now, we saw Brad Doherty out testing a couple of weeks ago at Martinsville Speedway, and we were amazed that he could fold himself into that car and what it must be like if he decides to start running that series. Physically on your body, I know you've had the Dancing for the Art, so you've lost some weight and you've gotten in shape. Do you think that stuff actually helped you to have better stamina in that race?
I think anything you can do to increase stamina, to get your heart rate good, and just maintain a constant, you know, I think the heart rate has a lot to do with it, especially at a place like Talladega. But yeah, losing the weight, everything that I did prior to that race, and I started working on it back in January, knowing I was going to do it. But you know, sitting in the car for 4 hours with the temperatures the way they are, that place is probably more mental than it is physical. But the lateral loads that it put on you as you go in the turns, you know, and it was so hot, it was starting to burn me, and you know, I was trying to readjust in the seat, but if you can move at all, then your belts are not tight enough. So you're pretty well, what it is what it is, and you can't move. So that's the only thing that's a little troubling to most people is you're set. So I think anything you can do to maintain stamina, put up with the heat and everything around you for that period of time, and I think all that helped me. So I think the next time I know a little bit more about what to expect, so I'll know a little bit more what to prepare for.